Oh, I'm gonna have to put that. I'm gonna have to put that in the chat just for people to see that, because this has to be seen to believed. Dan, you have to see this. It's just one of those things like, oh god, what did I do? That's just priceless.
Let's see. Looks like we got a new question directed at me. Hey, Kaiju Noir, have you seen the new Pacific Rim 2 trailer yet? And did you think of it? I did think of it, actually.
Oh
I thought a lot about it. No, I'm pretty sure he meant what did you think of it? We did discuss this last week, I believe.
I think we did. Yes.
Yeah, but to answer your question, Adam, I am totally psyched for Pacific Rim 2. And everything I saw there, I was totally digging. Some of my friends complain that perhaps the robots are moving a bit too fast, like in the Transformers movie. However, thankfully, from the snippets we saw in the trailer, it looks like even though the robots may move faster and have less of that weight they carried around in the first movie, at least the fights themselves still look great. And unlike the Transformers, I can tell what is going on in those brief clips. And I'm very excited for the new robot, the new monster, the new kaijus, the John Boyega as the son of Pentecost. I am very excited to see what direction they'll go with the new series. But thank you very much for asking, Adam.
That's cool.
To be honest with you, that CGI and the way the mechs look, you kind of wonder what the 2017 Power Rangers would do with that type of stuff, because you know, especially with the way the Megazord look, because that was just that was
I would say like I would say like any of the Pacific Rim robots would totally work as a Megazord than that thing.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. I mean, the thing I love about the Pacific Rim Jaegers is that they have a very retro feel to them. They actually have like flat panels, basic like armor. Meanwhile, it seems like when it comes to the Michael Bay Transformers and the 2017 Power Rangers, they want to make their designs as overly complicated as possible, as opposed to having something that's simple and easy to recognize.
I believe that's called overdoing it.
Yeah. Where when you have robots that look more like some abstract from like some college abstract art project than an actual like robot.
The only thing that annoyed me a little bit about this generation of the Megazord, it felt like it was ripping off Voltron a little bit. Instead of having the Rangers in one cockpit up in the actual head of the thing, their individual cockpits are on different parts of the Megazord, which that's how Voltron was, because they had their own separate cockpits on various specific limb parts of Voltron. I'm like, guys, you're trying to be the Megazord. You're not trying to form Voltron here.
Yeah, as a Voltron fan, I'm like, what? Yeah. I love both franchises, but you know.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain that the Power Rangers and Sentai franchise has always had one cockpit.
Yeah,
of course.
One little thing I will touch upon very briefly. For Showcase Thursday this week, this actually came due to one of Kaiju's recommendations for Decorative Reality Studios, and it was actually one that was an actual direct link to DR's DeviantArt page, and not as many as, say, what Art by Adam or Myla Fox got the other week, but a lot of people that I had posted to in one of the Sonic forums, they actually responded positively to it, because as you can see, it reached nearly 600 people last week.
Awesome.
It's actually very, very well done artwork of Sonic. And I've got another a recommendation from Kaiju for next month, which is actually of Kaiju and Godzilla styled art. So I think I've got that scheduled for late November. So that one's in the pipeline. I shall post that into the chat as well, just so people can see the type of artwork.
Woo!
A lot of people. I mean, the funny thing, I may have mentioned this a week or two back. Hey, Big Battle. I actually got a response from Myla Fox on her Tumblr because I had mentioned that I had promoted one of her art pieces, and she was blown away. The fact that one, that I'd promoted it, but the second that it got so many responses and somewhat ending on a personal note. It's like, thanks for sticking with me for all these years as a supporter, because she did start out on DeviantArt years ago, just drawing random Sonic fan art. If I can quickly go to one of the pieces I promoted, because I'm not sure if Raiden's actually seen this one.
What now?
This was a piece I'd done for Showcase Thursday a little while back. It was actually one of the first pieces I'd ever done. And
this is sick.
Let me see. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of Sunday Night Live skit pieces showing up on there, but it's one way of getting people more interested in the actual show rather than sit through 6 hours of me jaw-jacking for the universe, which I'm more than capable of doing with the best of them. It's just that it becomes a little bit of a chore after a while. I'm going to see if I can try and find it. No, I want... Oh, good Lord.
Pretty good.
Come on, Facebook. Go down further. That's it. We're starting to make progress. And now I've got Brock Lesnar screaming in a GIF for some reason. I really want to move along away from that.
Stay far away.
Especially when that guy tries to talk. It's like he's like, no. Give us the microphone. Like Randy Orton, please stay silent. Because we talked at length about this last week, didn't we, Lydia?
Oh yeah, we did.
Damn, I wasn't here for that.
Let's see.
Lord knows I can't stand Brock Lesnar.
Lesnar as an athlete, very phenomenal talent, easily one of the best to go into the UFC and in WWE, but the person I don't have a lot of time for. He's
just lazy to me, man. Just lazy.
Although
just two moves of doom.
Yeah, I find it interesting how many eons ago Cena gets on Rock's case for being a part-timer, and all of a sudden, Cena's in a lot of Hollywood movies. I'm like, John, you're kind of contradicting yourself there, just a tiny bit.
My, how the tables turn.
Oh, hadn't they just?
Hot meat kettle.
I am still might be getting a little bit closer. It's one of those ones where found it finally. Right, Raiden. This is one particular piece I promoted a while back. You may or may not have seen it, but this is just how talented this girl is.
All right, then. Dope.
Yep.
Love it.
Yeah, so did about 42. Yeah. Oh, there's another one. And I know that Art by Adam is probably listening to this as we speak, because I did him a favor a couple of weeks after it. I'd seen a piece he had done of Sally Acorn as a means of trying to possibly get her into the IDW comics, which IDW, come on, seriously, just do us all a favor and put her in. This is what he did as possible concept art for her.
Okay.
I'll put that in the chat as well so people can see that.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah. I probably will be promoting some other Sonic art, but like with some of the stuff that Kaiju's put forward with me, with particularly some of the Godzilla fan art, I'm just trying to keep it varied each week. Particularly like when I promoted Mackenzie Johnson the other week, which I'm surprised that didn't get more of a response from people because, you know, the girl's genuinely talented.